Hello and welcome back. I'm Mac from MacTheMovieGuy.com, and I've got another review for you, because that's what I do. This time, it's Drive My Car. I did actually manage to watch this just before the Academy Awards, even though I'm reviewing it after the Academy Awards. It's definitely a movie to think about. Beautiful movie. For those of you new to my channel, I'm a blind film critic. So that should be new for you. And that just means I'm going to talk a lot about audio description and less about some visual aspects. However, nothing really explodes in this film, so I'm not going to be talking about any missed visual effects that don't exist in this film. So this is not the Avengers, so don't worry about it. First of all, big thanks to HBO Max for coming through with that English audio description track, making the film actually accessible for those of us who cannot read the subtitles. As somebody who used to be able to see, I totally understand the need to preserve the original language and read the subtitles. However, as somebody who now cannot, I understand it's also an accessibility thing. So before people turn their nose up at dubbing and all that kind of stuff, some people actually do need it. It's not just like a laziness thing where we are not trying to read something. Some of us can't actually read the subtitles, and I can't learn every single language in the entire world. And I would like to watch things more than just American movies and watch perspectives other than just the ones I'm familiar with. So, Drive My Car is a Japanese film. It just won Best International Feature. It's a fantastic little film. Directed by Ryuko Yamaguchi. God, I hope I didn't butcher that name. He deserves it. And he deserves to have his name said correctly. He was just nominated for Best Director, and I'm excited for anything he does in the future. Don't go to IMDb and read that plot description, because I would definitely consider that a spoiler, because it talks about something that doesn't happen until quite a ways into the movie. I would consider to be a spoiler. So what I would say the film is about an actor who is offered the opportunity to direct at a theater festival, a play he is very familiar with, Uncle Vanya, and sort of how he goes through that. He's getting a little bit older. The film does jump through time as we stay longer in the film. And one of the interesting things here that I think is really fun, it's not really a spoiler because I don't think it kills the movie one way or the other, but I think it's good for the blind community to know, is that our protagonist has glaucoma. He actually gets diagnosed with glaucoma near the beginning of the film. And he is told about how his vision is slowly decreasing, and how, sometimes you don't notice it until it's too late, and all the things. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like this guy's living my life. He was given eye drops, and you see him putting in the eye drops during the movie. And even the audio description manages to catch a moment where, like, it says a little bit of an excess of a drop runs down his cheek. And I was like, this movie is really getting the details of this. So I think for those of us in this community, if you watch Drive My Car, you'll be like, wow, all right. The movie isn't necessarily about his battle with glaucoma, but they do introduce it, so it is something he's aware of. But he has to put this cast together, and it's a really interesting way how they assemble the cast. They've got people who speak all sort of different languages from the Asia region. There's even an actress who speaks English who comes from Hong Kong, and there's only like one other guy that can translate for her. There's an actress who's mute and uses sign language to speak. So it's just really in terms of the ideas that this film has. The other thing that I do other than movies is theater. Like my day job, this is like my Batman. When I'm Bruce Wayne, I'm working with live theater. So like the concept of a lot of this stuff really was extremely interesting. The whole movie was extremely interesting to me. It was 3 hours and I was never bored. It's a beautiful meditation and exploration on life and relationships and the things that happen to us and how we move forward from them. It's just really a gorgeous film. And I really hope a lot of people choose to see this. If you are somebody who is hesitant because you don't like foreign language titles, first of all, you're missing out on a lot of great movies. Because there are a lot of great movies that are not made in the English language. More people than just Americans know how to make movies. And you're missing out on some great different cultural views and just sort of learning about a world outside your own. I don't know how to say that perfectly. Even though Drive My Car feels universal, it also has those very unique, this could only happen in Japan, this is specific to their culture, little things thrown in there. So, but Drive My Car is actually, the plot is so basic and human. These characters are so grounded that this could have been made from any country and it would just only be slightly different based on the cultures within that country. It wouldn't be dramatically different. I'm not saying that we need an English language remake of Drive My Car. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if this film had come out of Portugal, if this film had come out of Belize, I feel like it would have been virtually the same film as long as it had a great director behind it. Just because of how you can connect with these characters and they feel even like they're a continent away from you. They feel like they're you. And that's what Drive My Car does so well. I'm really happy that I saw it. I totally agree with all of the nominations. I think it's an amazing screenplay. I think there's amazing direction here. So many interesting choices. The opening credits don't roll until about 45 minutes into the film, which is unique in of itself. And I guess when you have a 3-hour movie, you can make a choice like that. And I thought that was great. As far as the audio description, it's really good. They have multiple different voices reading for different parts. So it's like a multi-layered track where the audio description is being read by one person, but there are also the voices, the dubbing voices that are being read by different English language actors. Sort of like Squid Game would be the closest thing I can think of, because I've also seen foreign language titles where it's just one person doing everything and it is genderless, sort of, or one gender is reading for all genders. Here they have, male voices on male parts, female voices on female parts. So they really went in on the audio description track. So please make sure to watch it, because this film debuted on HBO Max without audio description. I definitely was one of the few people who I know called in and said, hey, this film's Best Picture nominee. Could we maybe think about putting English audio description on it? And at some point along the way, they did. So thank you, HBO Max. It's a great film. It'd be a great film for anybody, even those of you who stuck through this review and are visually able. You can read the subtitles, so do it. Watch the film. It's fantastic. So I'm going to give Drive My Car an A. It was easy. I could just I don't want to spend too long just telling you how amazing the film is. You don't need a 20-minute review of me just going, it's amazing. So that's it. Drive My Car is amazing. Watch it. Let me know what you think. What's your favorite foreign language title? Do you think Drive My Car deserved the accolades it got this year? Whatever you want to say in the comments, go ahead and drop those in there. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to this channel. I love some subscriptions. And you can head over to macthemovieguy.com for more of my shenanigans. And you can also head over to the audio description project, and you can see what other movies and TV shows are audio described and plan out your movie nights. So you can have, I don't know why you'd want to have a double feature with a 3-hour movie, but if you are into that kind of stuff, go for it. You can see, or you can see maybe what you want to follow Drive My Car up with the next night after you've watched this. So audio description project is extremely useful that way. And that's all for now. So if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.